Hey guys, the Super Review Show here for another episode of Why You Should Listen To. This is the show where I talk about artists that you guys might like because their streaming numbers on Spotify are kind of low compared to other artists, but they're still very high. But their music is just that good, and I want you to check them out. Put it that way. Today's episode is about U2, the band U2. Since 1976 in clubs in Ireland, they have been rocking out across the planet. I have a couple of albums that I'd like to show you as well. I'll get to them in 1 second. Let me talk about them first. U2, one of my favorite bands of all time. The Beatles are up there for me. The Rolling Stones are up for me. But the U2 is up there for me highly. I love these guys. They're one of my first. They're the second band I ever listened to. Like Where the Streets Have No Name, Pride in the Name of Love, I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, Sunday Bloody Sunday, New Year's Day, Mysterious Ways. The list goes on and 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 on. A Beautiful Day, on. This band has stood the test of time. And at first they came off as like a new wave band, but I felt like their attitude was like, no, we can take on the world. And that's what they did. They still do to this day. When they tour, they don't just tour in small venues anymore, like arenas and stuff like that. Well, they do in the States sometimes, but for the most part, they'll tour in stadiums across the planet. They are one of the biggest bands alive. They're like humongo big, okay? Like, people in Japan know who U2 are. People in India know who U2 are. They played their first show over there not too long ago. Philippines, same thing. They played in the Philippines at a huge stadium for the first time ever. They played in New Zealand. They played in Australia. They're a world-renowned band who have fans in every corner of the planet. And honestly, when you think of U2, you typically think of With or Without You. You think of I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, or I'm thinking with the One. You probably think of One. You probably would think of Pride in the Name of Love. In the name, that one. You'll probably think of what's the next one? Sunday Bloody Sunday, and that's really all you'll think of because those are their big, like top 5 humongo hits on Spotify and on the radio. Not many radio stations will play Where the Streets Have No Name. Not many will play Mysterious Ways. Underappreciated. Why would they do that? I don't know. I really think that this band gets a lot of hate, and I'm just going to point it out to all of you out there on the internet and on the world that this band does not deserve that hate. For some things they might, but in the grand scheme of things, look, I put them above Metallica. The Metallica has done great things, but I put them above Metallica. Queen has done incredible things. U2, I put them like neck and neck with Queen. Okay? Like, I'm a big fan of U2. And they get so much shit, and it really bothers me sometimes. The fact, oh, well, what? They're just weird. Only the hits, whatever. Like, no. This band is an amazing band. 4 guys stuck together since high school and made it to be one of the biggest bands in the world. Their songs are timeless. Their songs are epic. They have a message. They have clear-cut vision. Bono's lyric writing is fantastic. I try to look like Bono when I drive in my car. Come on. Let's be real. So look, U2 has been here a long time, and I'm just here to shed some light on how positively awesome they are. Here we go. I don't have Boy, I don't have October, but I do have War. This is an original pressing of U2's War. Fantastic album. Opens up with Sunday Bloody Sunday, Seconds, New Year's Day, Like a Song, Drowning Man, The Refugee, Two Hearts Beat As One, Red Light, Surrender, and 40. Fan-fucking-tastic album, okay? All right, listen to the whole thing from start to finish. It's fantastic. Oh, well, U2 still sucks. Unforgettable Fire. Here we go. Just letting you guys know. A Sort of Homecoming. Pride in the Name of Love. Wire. The Unforgettable Fire. Promenade. 4th of July. Bad. Indian Summer Sky. Elvis Presley in America. And MLK. I'm sorry, did I see Pink Floyd do that? No, they don't write good songs. All right? Look. Bad is on this album. Pride in the Name of Love is on this album. MLK, great song. Unforgettable Fire, great song. Love this album. Oh, well, U2's not the big... Oh, wait, it's 1987. They have the Joshua Tree coming out. Just saying. U2 releases one of my favorite albums of all time, The Joshua Tree, in 1987. With Where the Streets Have No Name, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. With or Without You, Bullet the Blue Sky, Running to Stand Still, a song about a mother and son or father and daughter kind of thing, like about a family dealing with a kid on heroin overdose. I'm sorry, I didn't see Pink Floyd do that. Like, Running to Stand Still is a great track. Red Hill Mining Town, In God's Country, Trip Through Your Wires, One Tree Hill, Exit, and Mothers of the Disappeared. This album, from start to finish, is a trip. It's an amazing album, and I highly recommend you check out this album in particular, because this is their best album until 1991. Just saying. I don't have Rattle and Hum, which is very unfortunate. I only have Rattle and Hum and All I Want Is You, Desire. You know, that's a great song too. But all that changed for me when I found out when I did some research, and I said, oh my God, this 1991 album, Achtung Baby, Attention Baby, that's what it means in German, was released with songs like Zoo Station, Even Better Than the Real Thing, One, Until the End of the World, Who's Gonna Ride Your Wild Horses, So Cruel, great. First side, great. Second side, fantastic. Side 3, The Fly, Mysterious Ways, Trying to Throw Your Arms Around the World. There's a line in that song that it says, a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. And that's not a stupid line. That's just life. That's the truth. Women don't need men. It's the truth. Trying to Throw Your Arms Around the World. Side 4, Ultraviolet, Powerhouse Anthem, Acrobat, Love is Blindness closed out the album. Look at this album. Look at the cover. One of the best albums of all time by U2. They took on the world with this thing. This is not an original pressing vinyl. This is a reprint vinyl from a couple years ago. I think it was like not for the 30th anniversary, but like, you know what I mean. So this is the 30th anniversary. I'm sorry, 2021, because it came out in '91. Look, and those are all the albums I have of U2. I do not have Rattle and Hum. I do not have All That You Can't Leave Behind. I'm working on getting those, but I have not gotten them yet. And even in the 2000s, they had hits. Beautiful Day, Vertigo, Bam Bam. 2 separate albums, launched their albums at number 1, whatever. They released an album in 2009 that was okay. What was it? It was No Line on the Horizon. Wah, wah. Not that great. It was okay. U2's direction lately I like so far. They've been doing oh my God, what do you call it? They did Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience. Songs of Experience I like over Songs of Innocence, to be honest with you. I still like Songs of Innocence, but Songs of Experience was actually a lot of fun. Hearing that album live, You're the Best Thing About Me, one of their best songs in a long time. Absolutely fantastic. I do recommend it. Check out that song too. You're the Best Thing About Me. It's a joyful, like, love song, but it's not a love song in the traditional way of like, oh well, you like, don't go change it. It's not like that, even though that's great. But so why should you listen to U2? Why should you listen to U2? Well, number one, because they're one of the best bands alive. They're still pumping out great content, still doing a great job to this day. Yes, they don't really sound like traditional rock, but they are a rock song. They are a rock band. Vertigo is a testament to that. Desire is a testament to that. Bullet the Blue Sky is a testament to that. Like Sunday Bloody Sunday, songs like that, like their harder edge stuff. It's definitely a testament to that. New Year's Day, on War especially. I think you should listen to U2 because they're timeless. With or Without You, the pulse of With or Without You alone, the song is fantastic. The story goes that song started out, almost ended up in the bin, but U2 were students of American music in general, and they decided to. They were students of Roy Orbison in this tortured love song thing, tortured love song, and the lyric writing was that especially. And on top of that, when they did With or Without You, they recorded it in a way that was very. It was amazing. It was a very, very odd song for the time, and yet it was number one for 5 weeks. The bass, dun 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 dun, dun, the bass first, then the whispering guitar, elegant drums, and then this ginormous chorus comes out of nowhere. No one ever heard anything like that at the time. That's why it went to number one. And same thing with I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. Another great song off the Joshua Tree went to number one. Their best song is Where the Streets Have No Name, though. That's their best. I know a lot of people say Bad. A lot of people say, like, One. But it's Where the Streets Have No Name. That's their best song. And that is one of my favorite songs of all time, if you can't tell. I love that song to death. I will defend it. I will fight for it. It is a great, timeless song. The imagery on it alone is fantastic. I want to run. I want to hide. I want to tear down the walls that hold me inside. Like, it's an invitation to, like, it's an incomplete thought, if you know what I mean. But it's an invitation to say, okay, we're going to go to that place. We're going to visit that place. We're going to go to the place of amazement. And we're going to have a great time. It sounds cheesy, but in reality, when they sing it live, you go to that place. You go to that place of on wonder, and you have a great time. The second, and it's an invitation, really, Where the Streets Have No Name. So, anyways, that's just a couple of songs, couple of albums. What do you guys think? Are you a U2 fan? Jump down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this band, on what they have to say, some of their political movements, whatever they have to say. I mean, if you're a big fan of their activism, I forgot to mention that, but if you're a big fan of their activism across for fighting AIDS alone, come on. So please jump down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts on U2. Love to hear what you guys have to say about U2. But for all of your why you should listen to videos, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man is off the rock. We'll see you guys later, and have a